Hello and welcome to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Regan and I make lifestyle videos ranging from fitness to fashion to vlogging and more. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Today I am doing a giant estate sale haul. These are some things that I got from estate sales and an antique store in like February and March, and so I just figured I would kind of lump it all together and do one big haul. So let's get into it. So the first sale I went to at the beginning of February, and I spent a total of $30 there, but I got a lot of stuff, starting with this pajama set. It's like this long tunic and then it has pants in the same color, and it's very like a little bit grandma, but I got it because I really liked the top. Voiceover Regan here. I am just obsessed with the lace details on the sleeves and the collar and how the sleeves are sheer compared to the rest of the body. But as a set like this, it's not very cute, so I styled it as a dress with this brown pair of knee-high boots. This is how I wanted to style it when I initially saw it in the first place, and it's a little bit short, so I threw a slip under it just so I don't flash anybody when I raise my arms, and I think it gives this cute groupie vibe. The next piece that I got was this really long dress. It's honestly going to be hard to show on camera, but it's like a maxi length dress, pretty big. It's got a lot of room. I just really liked the pattern on the front here, and I think it would look really nice styled with like maybe a corset or like one of those harnesses or something over the top, something that's a little bit more like edgy to juxtapose how like soft and kind of grandma this dress is. I also got this rust colored knit vest, which I have worn like 3 or 4 times already since I got it. It just goes like with everything, and I really love the color. The pockets aren't real, which is unfortunate, but I still get a lot of wear out of it. Next up is this amazing black floral turtleneck. It reminds me of something that I had from Forever 21 when I was in high school, but like this is much better quality. And I think that the one that I had before had really cheap looking roses. They were not as detailed as this is, so I'm really glad that I found this because I kind of miss that sweater, but this is like a much better version of it. Okay, the next thing that I got there were these 2 scarves. This one is one of those square scarves that's just like perfect for putting in your hair, and I really like the pattern on it. It's like a great spring and summer pattern, and I've been trying to incorporate more yellow into my wardrobe, so this is like a great way to do that. The second scarf that I got is this long brown one, but these beadings. There's like a butterfly, and it kind of just gave me like a Gatsby, kind of like a flapper vibe. Like I feel like you could throw this over a dress at a party if you were going out to the garden, and because of the beads it would just complement the whole outfit really well. The next thing that I got there, this little golden brooch. It's shaped like an R for my initial, and it has kind of like a nature, like natural wood log twig kind of finish to it. And I don't normally buy brooches, but after I bought this one, I ended up kind of starting to collect brooches because I think that they're really actually an underrated jewelry item. You can use them to like hold a cardigan together or to hold a scarf if you want to put a scarf on, like a shawl, you can use a brooch to hold the scarf in place, and you can also just use them to like decorate your clothing. They're basically like really bougie pins. You can put them on your backpack, you can put them on a vest, you can put them on a hat. So yeah, this kind of started my quest for brooches. Next, I found these two lipsticks, which are this like, again, I'm gonna have to film like a separate close-up because this just won't do it justice. It won't focus on them. But I think I found the black one first and I thought it was really gorgeous, and then I found the other one and they obviously kind of like go together. I'm obviously not gonna wear these because they're old lipsticks, but like this one is pretty much in perfect condition still, and this one is a little bit used. I can't even get it to twist up, but again, I'm not going to be using them. They're literally just for decorative purposes, and I just thought that they would look really cute sitting on my little vanity area next to like my perfume and stuff. Next, I got these two trays. They are kind of like this sparkly brown acetate, I would assume, with like holly branches on them, and these have come in really handy for me. This big one I put on my side table, my nightstand, and I put like a bunch of stuff in here, and then this one I've been using to hold my perfumes on my vanity. And then the last thing from this estate sale, it was actually literally the reason why I went. I was looking for like a little plate or some kind of dish or something to put a candle like this in, so that when it starts to drip down the sides, I'm not getting it like all over my nightstand or something. So I was looking for like a little dish, some kind of like old plate or something. Wasn't really looking for something specifically related to candles, and I was taking all this other stuff to check out. Literally, I was about to leave and I saw this. Just chilling like right next to the door as I was about to leave. It is one of those candle holders. It's literally meant for it. It has grooves that fit this type of candle perfectly, and then you can carry it like this and it catches all the drips from the candle. You have no idea how excited I was when I found this, because I wasn't even looking for this. I was just looking for some kind of dish, and I found the exact thing that I needed. It's kind of crazy. Oh, there's actually one more thing that I got from this sale, but it's hanging by my window and I don't want to take it down, so I'll just get a close-up of it for you. It is like this damaged like mobile. It's missing some pieces and some strings, but it has these little like crystal looking cherubs with gold wings hanging from it, and it was hanging in the garage of this house and covered in dust, and it was disgusting, but I could tell that if I cleaned it, it would be really nice. So I grabbed that, and that's everything that I got from the first estate sale, and it was a total of $30. So I would say that was a steal for the amount of stuff that I got. If you have never been to an estate sale, you're sleeping on some serious finds. Like you can find so much amazing stuff from these places, and for cheap too. So next I'll show you what I got at this antique store. I went home to visit my parents for like a week at the end of February, and my mom and I went antique shopping. So this is what I got there. First thing that caught my attention was this little compact. I just really like the color. It's this gorgeous like deep purple with like a red, depending on where the light hits. It looks kind of red, and I just love the floral on that. It is actually meant to put makeup in. It has the little mirror, and then it has this little pad thing here, but it's kind of like missing the actual poof. And I just got this because I've kind of been looking for like a little tiny mirror to put in my bag, just when I am like going out or running out the door, just something little to keep in my bag. Next thing that I got there was this necklace. I've really also been trying to incorporate green into my closet, and this is like a choker when you wear it, but I really like the green crystals on this. And I also have been really loving chokers recently. I went through a phase where I really just wanted to wear chokers all the time when I was like 13 or 14, but I didn't have the money to just go out and be buying a bunch of jewelry. I just really like the way chokers look on me, and I really love the ones that are like a little bit more intricate. Next thing that I got at this antique store, I was telling my mom about how I found a brooch and how now I'm trying to collect brooches and add more brooches to my collection. So she pointed me toward the part of the store where they had these brooches on the wall. I was really drawn to this one because I really like the pink color here of this little stone, but I don't know if this is like a goose or a butterfly with a bird body or what it is, but every time I see something that's like a bird symbol, I just automatically assume it's a phoenix, and then I love it because I love the phoenix. So I got this because I just like to pretend that it's a phoenix, and I really love the color of that main stone. And then the last thing that I got there is this mug stein kind of thing, and the lady who owned the antique shop was telling me about this finish because I was talking about how I have something similar to this. It's like clear glass. I also have that one back there, which is literally the same finish as this, but at the time I was telling her I see these pieces all the time with this like rainbow metallic semi-holographic kind of finish to them. They look like oil slicks, and she was telling me that that is carnival glass, which is just a type of finish that they would put on glass in like the Victorian age, like so early 20th century. And it was called carnival glass because they would hand that out as like prizes at carnivals. Instead of getting a goldfish or a giant stuffed rabbit, you would get rainbow glass. And this is not from the early 20th century. It's from the American Carnival Glass Association, July 4th, 1969. So it's a recreation, but I think that's really cool because now I'm like obsessed with carnival glass. And if you know anything about me, I'm also really into like the 60s and 70s. So the fact that this came from 69 is really cool to me. And it's just like a really pretty object. I love that part with all the different colors. God, it's so pretty. All right, and then the last place I went to like at the beginning of March, and I think I spent $15 total at this place, and this house was amazing. It was like this old mansion in Silver Lake. And Silver Lake is really nice anyway, like all the houses there are so pretty, but this place was really crazy. Like it felt like a labyrinth to get to all the different rooms. There was this random room on the roof that you had to like walk through the bathroom to get to, and then there were skylights everywhere and you couldn't really tell if you were outside or inside. And there was a bar with like a built-in record player, and the walls were velvet. Like this house was insane. So the first place I went was like one of the bedrooms, and there was a closet full of fabrics and linens. So I grabbed this fabric, which is just like so cool. It's so I'm literally like a magpie. I just grab things that are sparkly, but I also, because it's so big, I think it would honestly work as like a little shawl or a wrap or something, and most people wouldn't know that it was a piece of fabric and not like an actual scarf. That's a hack. If you just go to the thrift store and look in the fabric section, you can find some really cool stuff and you can pretend like it's a scarf even though it's not. Also in that linen closet was this, which I think is a table runner just because of the way the end is finished. It's just a really long, like skinny table runner. I think it's like a Christmas table runner, but I got it because I thought it could also be worn as like a scarf or an accessory of some kind. It's slightly sparkly, and I also just really like the colors. Last thing from that closet is this just giant doily. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but again, I was thinking I could wear it as an accessory, like I could probably wear it on my head or find a way to incorporate it into an outfit, or I could just use it as decor in my home. So yeah, I mean, it was probably, when I think about the fact that I only spent $15 and the stuff that I got, this was maybe $1 or $2, maybe less than $1. I'm not about to try to do that math right now. The next thing I got was this belt, and this belt was like hiding in a drawer full of like knitted gloves and socks, and nobody was really looking in that drawer because nobody wanted any of those things, and I just found this like chilling in the back. I love this print, and it's a little bit metallic, as you can see. And it's also just like a really nice belt. It doesn't have any holes. You just kind of like loop it through here. It's also just like, I feel like it's really nice quality, and it's old. I have the feeling that it's real vintage because it just feels like that way. I found this in the bathroom that you had to go through to get to the roof, and this bathroom was like pink and gold, and the bathtub was sunken into the floor, and there was this giant chandelier hanging above the bathtub, but because the bathtub was sunken into the floor, the chandelier was like at hip height. It was so weird, but it was like the craziest bathroom I've ever been in. It was like, again, it felt like the walls were velvet in there, and everything was just very like pink, grandma chic. Yes, I found this mirror in the bathroom. It was in a little container full of other hand mirrors, and there was probably like 6 or 7 that looked pretty similar to this. There was like a pink one and a blue one, and then there was some that like had different patterns on them, and so I just grabbed this one, and then I was walking back through that bathroom like 30 minutes later, and all of the other mirrors were gone. So somebody swept through and like grabbed all of them, so I'm really glad that I got this when I did. I don't know, I just kind of wanted a hand mirror, and it is very like old lady, but I kind of like that about it. The last 2 things that I got there, these are kind of like, well, one of them's like a decor item, and the other one is amazing. I got this little clock. It doesn't work. I could probably get it to work if I replace the batteries or something, but I don't really need it to work. I just like it as a decor item. It looks very Art Deco, but like less dramatic, if that makes sense. I don't know what time period this would be from, but I really like the color with the golds. I thought it looked really nice, and it's like a nice kind of small little decor piece. And last, oh my god. Okay, so I should preface this by saying I love Alice in Wonderland. I love the original animated version from the 50s. I love the Tim Burton ones, especially Through the Looking Glass. That's probably one of my favorite films of all time. And I just love like the aesthetics that come with Alice in Wonderland. Like, it's very colorful, it's very kooky, it can be dark if you want it to be. If you've seen the Tim Burton versions, it can definitely be dark, and the 50s animated version I feel like was a little bit ahead of its time because it's quite psychedelic, but I'm pretty sure it came out in the early 50s. So when I saw this sitting on the coffee table, literally, again, as I was about to leave, I was about to check out, it's the same thing as that candle holder. I find the best finds when I think that I'm already done. It's Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And I have been meaning to read Alice in Wonderland for the longest time because I've never read it. I've only like seen the movies and art and stuff. And also, speaking of art, the cover of this is what really caught my attention, because I'm sure you could get Alice in Wonderland in like hardbound edition, and it could just be like purple on the front and just say Alice in Wonderland, but that's so boring. I think this looks so pretty. And now I can read both of these, and I'm so excited. There's also little drawings in the book, so I'm very excited to read this. I also just love that like the pages look really old, but they don't look damaged. They're still in really good condition. Some more of the illustrations on the inside. This is probably my favorite find out of the whole haul. So that's everything for this haul. Yes, that's everything for this haul. If you enjoyed this and you like this kind of content, make sure to like this video or leave me a comment, and I will see you next week. Bye.